everybody, my name is Allison. I'm the Programs, Outreach, and Youth Services Manager here at Monterey County Free Libraries. Thank you for joining me today for another episode of Self-Care Sunday. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a tool that I learned about this week and have been using all week to help organize my day and my tasks, both in terms of what I need to do around the house and what I need to do at work. And that is Stephen Covey's Time Management Matrix. So I read about this in a magazine sometime last weekend, and the idea behind it is that you create this matrix or grid that helps you to organize your tasks into 4 different quadrants. So I'm going to go over the different quadrants with you and what would constitute a task that you would put into each quadrant. So the first quadrant is the important and urgent tasks. And these are things that you need to act on quickly and sometimes without much thought. So stuff like if you're in an accident, reacting to that, if you're on a very tight deadline, if you're trying to prepare for a meeting that's happening, in an hour, something that's happening very quickly and needs a rapid response. So it's both urgent and important. The second quadrant are tasks that are important but not urgent. And this is what Covey identifies as the quadrant that most people should spend their time focusing on, and what really productive and satisfied folks spend their most time focusing on are activities that fall within this quadrant. This quadrant contains activities that further your personal and professional goals. So examples are if you're thinking about changing career, it's taking steps to do that, moving locations, moving house, moving offices, spending more time with your family or with your partner, or making time to exercise. This quadrant, again, should be your main focus, and that's tasks that are important but not urgent. The third quadrant are tasks that are not important but urgent. And tasks that fall within this quadrant are usually given to you by somebody else, and they help to further that person's personal goals and personal agenda. The tasks in this quadrant are usually quite quick, so they give you that satisfaction of checking something off your to-do list and give you a false sense of productivity because you're not actually doing anything to further your goals. You're kind of helping somebody else and you're just doing things very quickly. So again, that is tasks that are not important but urgent. And the last quadrant are tasks that are not important and not urgent. And this is the quadrant that holds all of our distractions. So TV, social media, video games, scrolling on your phone, all of that would fall within this 4th quadrant. That's not to say that you should exclude this quadrant completely, because everybody knows that watching a movie or spending time playing a game or catching up with friends on social media has some benefits in terms of unwinding, but you need to be sure that you are aware of how much time you're spending on tasks within this quadrant if you're looking at increasing your productivity in the other quadrants. So a task that you can do is you'll take a piece of notebook paper and a pen, and you can just divide your notebook into the 4 quadrants. You can label them 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can write reminders of what each quadrant is. And then you can go through your day, think of a typical day, and write down which quadrant those tasks would fall in. And I did this earlier in the week, and it was pretty enlightening to see which quadrants the different tasks fell into. But as writing down the matrix takes up a lot of time, what I have been doing this week is when I'm starting to get bogged down with something, I just do a mental reminder to ask myself what quadrant that task would fall into, and then assess from there whether I need to be focused on it at the moment or whether it's something that I can put inside in favor of doing something from another quadrant that would be more productive and helpful to my goals and my day. It was especially useful on Monday because it was my first day back at work after being gone for 2 weeks, And as you know, probably if you're a working person, sometimes coming back can be very, very overwhelming, especially if you have an email inbox, it can be really full. And so this time matrix really helped to focus me on which tasks needed to be done on Monday and needed my full attention right then, and which could be put off until a little bit later in the week when I was feeling a little bit more adjusted and in the groove of things at work. So again, this is the Time Management Matrix from Stephen Covey. You can Google him and check out some of his other work. The work that he is most well known for is his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is where this Time Management Matrix is from. I found it very useful, and one of my goals with the Self-Care Sunday videos are to share tools and tips with all of you that I have found personally useful, because then I can vouch for them. So I hope that you'll find this useful as you move forward. If you have any other tips or tricks for time management, please let us know in the comments below. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.